And a good evening, everyone. Meteorologist Mark Thibodeau here at the Weather Channel, keeping an eye on some strong to severe thunderstorms happening now across a lot of the Northeast. Have some strong storms all the way from the Jersey Shore up across New York City and extending further north and east. Let's take a look at the radar. You can see that we do have strong thunderstorms extending anywhere from coastal New Jersey up across parts of the New York area. And as we zoom in a little bit, you can see here, in addition to some severe weather, we've got an increasing flood danger all throughout the Northeast. Where you see the green boxes, those are flash flood warnings, and a severe thunderstorm warning for Bergen, Rockland, and Westchester counties until 8:45 p.m. here. Could be looking at some damaging winds with these storms as they sweep across parts of northern New Jersey and into parts of southeast New York. Heading into Manhattan here pretty soon, looking at the potential for some strong gusty winds and some very heavy downpours here, along with frequent cloud to ground lightning in this area as these storms continue to move off to the north and east. A flash flood warning as well for much of central Jersey till 10:45 this evening. Hunterdon, Morris, Somerset counties, including Bridgewater, Troy Hills, as well as Parsippany, looking at the potential here for an additional 2 inches of rain, locally higher amounts as these storms sweep in from the west. You can kind of see here how they're just kind of lining up here from southwest to northeast. Some of these storms moving over the same chunk of real estate here as we head through about the next couple of hours here, with the potential for some damaging winds. So here's our severe thunderstorm warning. So Clarkstown, Greenburgh, Yonkers in the path of this. We're talking about here up just a little bit north of Midtown Manhattan and then down to the south and west, looking at these storms moving in through Patterson. Could be looking at damaging winds here with these storms. Some very heavy rainfall, and cannot stress this enough. Frequent cloud to ground lightning strikes with some of these storms. Just over the past few minutes, 130 cloud to ground lightning strikes here across central Jersey up into parts of New York State. So if you are watching us from the coastal areas here, now is not a good time to head to the Jersey Shore, and you definitely want to stay off of Long Island Sound here. We could be looking at the potential here for some damaging winds coming in here. New York Harbor as well, upper New York Bay, looking at the potential here for some very gusty winds coming in, frequent cloud to ground lightning. This will be crossing 684 as well as 95 here as we head through about the next 10 to 15 minutes. Watch out on the 278 as well. Could be looking at the potential for strong gusty winds, some very heavy downpours. We head further south, strong storms moving into Philly. The severe thunderstorm warning has been allowed to expire, but we still have got flash flood warnings for Bucks, Lee, and Montgomery counties until 10:30. This does include Allentown, Bethlehem. And the potential here is for these storms to unload a lot of rainfall in a very short period of time. Could be looking at a ground flooding as we head through the next couple of days. You can see here as we take a live look, and let's see. We're looking at Philadelphia here, and you can see that we have got the camera rocking back and forth. That's from the gusty winds moving into the area, and the potential here for some very heavy rainfalls. We look at the Earth Cam here out of Philadelphia, watching these gusty, strong storms move in. It's right along this leading edge is where we really got to watch it. That's where the gusty winds happen. And every once in a while, you can see where there's little kinks in the line here. We can get a brief spin up. So right around Philly, maybe a little south of Philadelphia, that's where the best potential for that would show up, with the potential for some gusty winds. Although, again, we don't have a severe thunderstorm warning here at the moment. The big concern is very heavy rainfall. It's going to be transitioning from west to east here. So watching out around Cherry Hill in the next 15 minutes, as well as Trenton coming up here within the hour, looking at some very heavy downpours. Hillsborough as well, looking at gusty downpours showing up by 9 o'clock into the 9:30 hour. Now, we still have got a severe thunderstorm watch here for a good chunk of the central and southern parts of the mid-Atlantic states. This includes New York, Philly, stretching down to the Delmarva Peninsula, looking at the potential for some damaging winds here. And this is going to go till 10 o'clock this evening, with the main threat shifting over to primarily heavy rainfall as we head through the evening hours. So I think across parts of Jersey, especially those low-lying flood-prone areas, we are going to be looking at the chance of some ponding of water. And again, the main rule is turn around, don't drown at night. It's hard to see where the water is at night, let alone how deep it is, as we watch these downpours pile up here across much of the central and the northern parts of Jersey into New York State. So we'll continue to keep an eye on this severe weather as we head through the next couple of hours. It transitions off the East Coast. We'll keep you updated. Be back as necessary. Stay tuned.
Granted, the heat's flowing out of your body. The colder you get,